the last 2 weeks of December, unfortunately, we didn't get that Christmas rally. We didn't get that Santa rally, right? I thought maybe we would. We didn't. And I think that's because we were just a little bit ahead of the game, right? September, October, November, including the first 2 weeks of December, were just absolutely fantastic. So good, in fact, that, hey, Wall Street decided to take profits, decided to tax harvest, decided to rebalance portfolios. So unfortunately, we didn't get that Santa rally, but hey, just because we had those 2 correction weeks, the last 2 weeks of December, that didn't negate all the gains that we had in the prior months or the entire year. Certainly did not, right? And I told you guys to stay strong, take advantage of the dips. I said all dips are gifts, especially when Bitcoin is in the 90s, right? There's no doubt about it. And those of you guys that took advantage, congratulations. Those of you guys that didn't, that continue to hold, congratulations too. The outlook in 2025 is still the same. We know this year, and I get to say this year now because we're in 2025, this year is going to be absolutely fantastic. There's no doubt about it. Especially those of us in the US, we know Trump has appointed all these very pro-crypto appointees, including SEC chair, the future CFTC chair. We don't know who it is yet, but the 2 candidates are pretty pro-crypto. His vice president is crypto. You know, his finance minister, his new crypto czar, obviously, and everyone, right? Everyone that he's been appointing have been, you know, have previously spoken very highly of crypto, or have come from crypto projects, or have advised for crypto projects, right? So he's staying true to his word. He might not be, Trump himself might not be the most knowledgeable guy, but he's staying true to his word. And you know, Senator Loomis is still moving forward with the bill that's going to make Bitcoin a distributed reserve. And we know that once that happens, all the other countries are going to follow suit. So we know that 2025 is going to be fantastic, right? We know that. So obviously a lot of the American crypto projects have been doing well, right? Since November, since the election, November, December, absolutely fantastic. They've been flying. So just because they started getting a little bit weaker in the last few weeks of December, nothing fundamentally have changed. And I told you guys that. I told you guys things didn't change. And let me show you something pretty staggering. This really should be no surprise, but it's still staggering nevertheless. 2024, total returns on major assets. Guess the top 3 performers. Number 1, MicroStrategy. Number 2, NVIDIA. Number 3, Bitcoin. Here's the thing. Why did MicroStrategy lead? Look at that. Look at how much MicroStrategy led by. It went up almost, even though it closed out the year kind of weak, it still led everything because it returned 350% plus. And the reason being because Saylor backed Bitcoin. Now, NVIDIA did quite well. And you could say, well, it did better than Bitcoin. But here's the thing. Why did NVIDIA do so well? Partially, it's because of their GPUs, right? And that was used to mine Ethereum. And they did that and did very well because of it before they switched to AI. So you could argue some of that, right? Some of that growth was due to crypto also. And then, of course, you have Bitcoin, right? And everything else. And a lot of these other companies, they're high flyers, tech stocks, and of course, a lot of them have been, you know, have moved into AI and so forth, right? But a lot of those also AI, crypto, digital assets, you know, they're kind of starting to blend, right? Also, Coinbase is in here. Obviously, that is a crypto company. But you know what? The top 3. You could argue top 2 for sure is Bitcoin related, but even NVIDIA, you could argue, is crypto related as well, right? So again, some people got really bearish the last 2 weeks, but this proves once and for all that, yeah, the last 2 weeks did not cancel all the gains that, you know, that was had or that accumulated since the beginning of the year, since the beginning of 2024 to the end of 2024, right? All the gains that we had certainly was not wiped out from the last 2 weeks. Now today, overall, you can see today, the US market started out really in the green and then flipped to the red, but it did not matter because Bitcoin started the day hot and continued to be hot, and crypto overall, a lot of the altcoins just, you know, continue to gain and gain and gain in today, and today was just a really good overall. And tomorrow, if we continue to see the same thing, the reason why we didn't go above, you know, I said today we hit, you know, 97.7-ish, right? The reason why we didn't go above is because there are a lot of shorts out there. Again, a lot of people love to leverage, and those shorts, those pesky shorts, a ton of them. If we do rally above 99,000 and get back up to 100,000 plus, right, we will liquidate over $1 billion in shorts, and that is what I'm looking for, right? Overall, I've showed you guys charts like this. Again, I've been saying this for quite some time, especially over the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks of correction, 2 weeks of downward sell pressure does not negate the entire, you know, bull run, does not negate the gains we had for the entire year, and certainly does not stop our cycle. So I've shown you guys this before. I told you guys, do not get out right there, right? And you could see what happens during, basically during the stage that we're at. It's the most bullish stage, and the 2 weeks of correctionness doesn't even really register, because when in doubt, zoom out and you realize that, yeah, it's really nothing compared to all the gains that we've had so far, right? I mean, it doesn't even really register. So bottom line is, those of you guys that held out, that continue to hold and took advantage and DCA'd, well, congratulations, you made some good money.